Hi everyone, Forrest here with Honey Pots, Zone 5 in the mitten state. And today I wanted to talk about something that's been floating around on the boards about pets, namely cats and soil, them urinating in your plants. Um, Today I have Nutmeg and Alex. They're my assistants today. First off, let's talk about the cat. What type of access does it have to the litter box? Do they have to go a long way down in the basement, around a corner, back in a hole? Is it some sort of box where they've got to walk through a door and stuff? Or is it nice and open and easy for them to get into? Some pets go outside to go to the bathroom. Do they have to wait at the door for you to get up and let them out, or do they have free range to go in and out as they please with that? I mean, that's going to affect that with your pet as well. Also, boredom. Cats will do things because they're bored. How many, things do they have to play with? Toys and places to sit and look outside and keep themselves entertained, as well as scratching posts for them. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is that cats are smell driven. They're not like us where we're visual and, oh, that looks good. I like the way that looks. I want to taste that, or I want to buy that and put that in my house because I would enjoy that. Now, cats are totally about smell. So if there is an odor around that, or there's an odor in their litter box that they don't like, they're just, they're going to choose something else. They're going to go to either what is intriguing them with smell, or that my son is like waving the tool right in front of my face. Or are they going to, shy away from that smell? Is the litter box does it need to be cleaned out, scrubbed out? I keep 2 litter boxes now. I've got that I switch out, and she always has a nice cleaned up litter box, and she's a happier cat with that. Okay, now let's get on to the plants. A lot of people will plant their plant in a pot that's way too big for the plant. So there's a lot of soil surface there, which makes it a nice squatting place for Kitty to be. Your plants like to be tight in the pot. I know that goes against nature, where the roots are all spread out there and nice and wide, but plants in a pot indoors, they like to be nice and tight. So if there's a lot of soil surface there, number one, your plant is going to wind up with root rot, and number two, you're giving a lot of space to Kitty, that Kitty is going to want to go potty there, or at least scratch around in the dirt. And then again, with the smell, how does that soil smell to Kitty? I've always used my organic potting soil and my mixes, and made them myself. My mom, she had a plant that was sitting next to the door where she manually let her cat out. She had to go up and open the door and let it out. And this pot was right next to the door that her Tom wanted out of. And she also had a potting soil that had a lot of chemical fertilizers in it. So not only was it a bad place, the cat had to ask to go outside because there was no available litter box inside, so he had to ask to go out. And the smell of the soil was probably very enticing to him. There was something about it that he liked the smell. And then once a cat urinates in a place, they'll always go there. So if your cat is urinating in a plant, get it out of that pot, get rid of that pot, transplant your plant in a smaller pot and relocate it. And then your plant's going to be much happier. Make sure your cat has that access to outside or a really nice fresh litter box. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and something that comes in, especially with my customers at work, is that cats are going to a place in their yard to urinate, and it's killing those plants, and they keep visiting that spot, and the people will say, I've sprayed, I've looked up something on the internet that says to set this out or that out, and no matter what I do, the cats are still coming in to my yard and you know, having a good time there using it as a litter box. Well, I have two answers for you that will help with that. The first one you're not going to like much, and the second one you're going to spend a lot of money on. The first one is you're going to have to dig up that area, and you're going to have to dig it at least a foot down. At least. You're going to have to pull all that soil out of there and get rid of it. Don't put it in another place in your yard, because then you're just saying, hey, how about here? Go to the bathroom here. So, like I said, it's smell. It's not going to be, you know, a visual for them that, oh, it's not there anymore, so I'm not going to go. They're just going to follow their little noses. That's how they were made. So get rid of it. Throw it out. Put it in the trash. And, you know, just let it go. And then replace that soil with a different soil, and then plant some type of herb that cats are not attracted to. Um, Off the top of my head, what, lavender? They don't care for lavender. I'll find a list and I'll link it up, and I'm also creating that blog so that you guys will have a place to go to get all my lists and information from that I bring up in the videos. Um, all right, number two, what you can do, they have motion detector sprinkler heads. So if something comes into that area, that sprinkler is going to go off, and whatever's there urinating is not going to like that. It's going to scare them. They're going to jump and they're going to run, and they're going to say, this is not a quiet, comfortable place for me to do my business in anymore. So that's it, guys, for today. I appreciate you watching, liking, and subscribing. Any questions, comments, or if you want me to make a video about something else, please post it down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.